Hi everyone. Today we're going to be going over tree diagrams, and this comes from the graph theory module. Please make sure that you have reviewed through page 4 in the graph theory module because there are some terms, vocabulary terms, that we're going to be using today. So I will be going over them briefly, but it will make a lot more sense to you if you have read through at least those pages. So here's number one. This is our first practice problem today. A tree graph is a graph that is connected and does not contain any cycles. One thing I want to explain to you about being connected is that it can have an endpoint like this where it's not connected um, to something else on this end. Like it doesn't have to make a cycle. Or in fact, you don't want to have any cycles where 2 points are connected. Like right here, these 2 points are connected through two paths, and that would be a cycle. We don't want that. But this is okay for a tree graph. All of the points are connected within one pathway. Let's see, so it has to be connected and it doesn't contain any cycles. So let's take a look at this first one. Are all the points connected? As in there's not just some random point, out there, or maybe even 2 or 3 random points that aren't connected to the other graph. And it doesn't contain any cycles. So let's take a look again. This one, we can see that all of the points are connected and there are no cycles. So it is a tree diagram. This one, all of the points are connected and there are no cycles. So it also is a tree diagram. Now we're going to move to this one. Now this one's a little more complicated. Let's see. These are connected. Looks like though we are going to have a cycle right here because to get from this point and going back around, you'll have a cycle. It's sort of like how I explained this cycle was, except for this cycle contains another additional point. So again, that one is not a tree cycle, and we already stated that this one is not a tree graph because it also contains a cycle. How about this one? This one is a little different. I don't see any cycles. However, these 2 points are not connected in any way to this one. I mean, it looks like it's connected here, but we can't assume that because there's not a vertice or a point right there. So that is not a tree graph. All right, how about this one? Take a look at that one. Do you see any cycles? And is it all connected? Well, it takes me just maybe 2 seconds, but I can see that they're all connected. There's nothing just randomly out there that's not connected. So that's the case. Does it contain any cycles? Now that takes a little bit longer to determine. If I were to start here, nope, there are, it doesn't contain any cycles and they're all connected. And how about this one? Well, this has got to be the most simple tree graph that we've seen, and it is a tree cycle. I mean, a tree graph. Now, show every possible way of drawing a tree with 5 vertices. Why don't you try that? Pause this recording and then try to draw as many tree graphs as you can that have 5 vertices. Remember, they all have to be connected in some way, and you can't have any cycles. And if you're wondering what a vertex is, or vertices, the degree of, or well, that's the degree, I meant to put vertices. You know what the vertices are. That was on the previous screen, the points. So you need to create 5 points and, connect them so that it does follow the rules of a tree graph. Okay, if you're not finished yet, please, again, pause this recording. We're going to take a look. Here's a really simple tree graph. Don't mind the numbers right now. but it's simply just a straight line connecting 5 points. Again, most basic. Here we can branch off the last 2 points. Now, whether or not one of them goes straight and one of them goes up, it doesn't really matter. Like, for example, I did break off, I kind of went with the same thing here. 1, 2, and then this one, but then took these last 2 points and then put them off in 2 separate directions from the same vertice. That works. Again, don't mind the numbers yet. And here's another one. This reminds me of the example from, I think, page 3 of your content, where they were talking about the office and how all the computers had to connect with each other. And in this one, you just have one vertex in the center, and then each of the other vertices just come straight out from there. Can you think of any other tree graphs that we can do with 5 vertices? You might think to yourself, well, if I angle this one down, is that a different one? No, it doesn't really matter at which angle, okay? What it matters is how many different points are connected to that one vertice, okay? So you can't change the angle here, like this line, you wouldn't be able to move it up so that it was a different one. That wouldn't qualify as a different tree graph. And then what is the sum of the degrees of each vertex in each of your diagrams above? That's where I have the numbers. This vertex only connects with one other vertex, but this vertex connects with 2. It goes off in 2 different directions. So the degree of that one is 2. The degree of this one is 2 because it goes off in 2 different directions. The degree of that one is 2, but then the degree of this one is 1 because it only goes off in one direction. Same here. And then 2 is this way. 3, that's the degree of this vertex because it goes off into 3 different ways. Oops, sorry, didn't need to do that. It goes off in 3 different ways. And then here, all of these are 1. And this one's 4 because this vertex connects with 4 different other vertices. So what is the sum of the degrees? You just add these numbers up. 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 4. And there it is. They are all the same sum of the degrees of each. And sorry, this is not supposed to be there where it says, for example, each of the vertices in the graph below have a degree of 2. Sorry about that. That wasn't supposed to be there. I actually copied and pasted the definition of the degree of a vertex from our content and accidentally copied a little too much. It's going to be on this page too. Okay. Well, those were not supposed to show you the answers right away, so I messed up again. Sorry. But let's go over this too. Show every possible way of drawing a tree with 6 vertices. So I kind of started this one the same way as I did the other one. I started with a straight line and then stopped here and then drew these last 2 vertices out to the side. All right, and then remember we also had this one. It was very similar to the one with 4 vertices. 5, sorry, where you had one in the middle and then all the other ones going out, away from it like a star. Then this one, this would be the same actually as if you drew a straight line and then just had one of them going up. Because remember, the angles don't matter. It's just how many are they connected to. And then here's another one and another one. And even while you're sketching these and kind of doing some trial and error, look very, very closely and make sure that you're not being repetitive. Because again, the angles aren't going to matter. So it may look similar, like you may be able to turn it upside down or something like that, and it would still be the same. It would qualify as the same tree graph. And what is the sum of the degrees of each vertex in each of your diagrams below? So you just add them up. It does look like I forgot to put one right here. This is supposed to have a 1 there, of course. But as you add all of these up, and I didn't add all of them up, but you can see that just with if you have the same number of vertices, no matter how you draw out your tree, you're going to have the same sum of the degrees. So it's going to be 10 for all of these. And what is the chromatic number of any tree graph? Well, the chromatic number of a graph is the minimum number of colors needed to color each vertex in such a way that any two vertices sharing an edge are a different color. So this one, you can just do blue, red, blue. And no red one connects with another red one. No blue one connects with another blue one. Here's another one. You can also see the same thing. No red connects with a red. No blue connects with a blue. And here's another one. Same thing here. So the chromatic number of any tree graph should be 2. For example, if we drew a line from this red one to this red one, it would no longer be a tree graph because it would have a cycle. And we know that tree graphs cannot have cycles. So that's just an example to show you how you can disprove that something is a tree graph. Okay, that's it for today. I hope this video has helped you. If you have any questions at all, please email me or your teacher. Have a great day.